I have Brian McIntosh joining me at Real Talk Media Studios today. I love chatting with you.
Hi,
We're going to
May.
talk all things real estate, right?
Hey, how are you?
Great.
It's so good to be back.
I love having you back here.
The place looks amazing, by the way. It's gorgeous.
Thanks. Thank you. We're keeping it up. We're keeping it up well.
Yeah.
We got to keep it up for you guys to
Of
come
course,
in, right?
yeah, of course.
So we've talked about this before.
Yeah.
But I want to talk about it again. I think it's very relevant to what's happening in the market today.
Mm-hmm.
You know, is it a good time to buy or rent, and why?
Big question, right? Big
Right.
question, especially with how much things have changed.
Things have changed a lot.
They've changed a lot, right? And the market continues to change. So the answer is, and this is the answer that nobody likes to hear, but the answer is, it depends.
Okay.
Right? It depends.
Okay.
I would say that if you are planning on staying in your home for the next 5 years, it's a no-brainer. It's an absolute no-brainer. You buy. Why? Because, again, Southern California has always been a great place to own real estate. San Diego especially, I think, is a very, very coveted area because of our weather, because we're just kind of isolated out here, where we are. There's people that, are coming down from the Bay Area, want to buy property here. There's foreign money coming in here. People want to live in San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
So demand is always going to be there. Even when the market softens and that sort of thing, people are always going to want to live in San Diego. You hear people talking all the time about, the mass exodus out of California. Well, I don't know that there's a mass exodus out of California, but there may be more people leaving than coming in at certain times, but not here.
Right,
Not in
not
San
San
Diego,
Diego.
right? Maybe in other places, but not here, right? So if you have the ability to buy, I believe you should buy. People are like, well, the interest rates are way high. No, they're smoking rates. If you rewind the clock 10 or 15 years, there's still great rates right now, So I'd say if you can get into the market, get in, because over time, with the tax advantages, and of course I'm not a tax professional, please consult your tax professional.
Yeah.
With the tax advantages of owning, with the equity increase over time, assuming that the market continues to do what it's traditionally done for as long as California's been a thing, right? With all of those advantages, I believe financially, long-term, from a wealth standpoint, owning real estate makes sense.
Okay.
And so I would say buy if you can. Now, if you're only going to be here for a short time, you're coming out for a year or two for a job or something like that, if you're not sure where you might be, if you're in a temporary transitionary period with your finances or that sort of thing, and things are going to be different in a year or two, then yeah, rent. That makes sense, right? But ultimately, at the end of the day, you're stroking a mortgage check, whether you realize it or not.
Well, and you're still leaving money on the table, in my opinion, even if you're going to rent, because there's still equity to be had, I think, and your money to be made in a year's time.
Right now, there
Right.
sure is.
Right.
Right now, there sure is. So you're going to stroke a mortgage check at the end of the month. It's either going to be yours or somebody else's.
Right.
In my book, I say make it yours.
Right. I 100% agree with that. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining me.
Absolutely.
I love it always at Real Talk Media Studios.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.